everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. I am making a big batch of Rainbow Sherbet soap, and I'm going to use the same colors I normally do, which are the more neon colors. And I think, usually I layer it sort of. I think I'm going to pour in some white and then maybe do like a drop swirl with the neon colors and maybe a hanger in it. I'm not really sure. I wanted to change it up just a little bit for fun. So let's go ahead and add the lye. Add in the cream. Okay, I'm going to split this off. The base is going to be white, so I'm going to leave some in this bucket for white. But I'm going to go ahead and pour these off. Just get this out of the way for right now. Stand up. Okay. I just don't have enough room on here, at least when I want to do a bunch of colors and need a bunch of cups. I do like the way this bucket, I'm able to pour out of this bucket, out of the corner of it, but it does have a lot of little creases in it, which makes it difficult to get all the soap out. I hope you guys can see, I'm just pouring them off. Okay, and let's see. I guess I'll leave this portion. I wasn't sure if I wanted that much, but I guess it'll be a nice contrast to the color. So I'm going to go ahead and put my white in here. And set that aside for a second. You know what? Normally I put white in my whole batch. Oh well. These would just be bright. I went ahead and cut rainbow sherbet into logs, and I'm going to cut them, and I wanted to show you how beautiful the swirl is. I love it. I think it's so pretty, the top. You want to cut these, honey?
No, you go ahead.
My honey's in the house.
You rock that cut.
Pretty colors. This is supposed to glow in the dark. I put glow in the dark cosmetic powder in the white portion of it. So we're going to have to go in the closet, honey, and see if it glows in the dark. That's kind of cool. Swirls. I don't know what, that's kind of weird, but... We're getting a bad storm. It's tropical storm. Ooh, look at the swans. It looks like they're almost in our yard right out there. We have this pond or lake out back, which I always talk about us fishing in. There's 2 swans kind of floating by and some ducks, and it's really high. I think we're going to get flooded. The storm is, it's been raining all day and windy, but they say that we are supposed to get the worst of it about, what, 10 tonight? And schools were let out 3 hours early, which is kind of weird. That wasn't really necessary, but that's the weirdest swirl I've ever seen. It almost looks like an in the pot swirl, but that looks cool. Well, this is an end loaf, so maybe once I do the middle, it'll be a little more swirly. But yeah, the pond or lake is pretty high out there, and we went fishing. Usually the girls fish with us or whatever, but this was our date night and we decided to fish. So we went and got some worms, we used bacon. And I've caught a largemouth bass, and there's catfish in there, and we think there's a grouper. Did you say grouper?
I'm not sure if it was a grouper. It looked like something closer related to a grouper. Something
related to a grouper. But that was caught with, Mackenzie caught a brim, a little tiny brim. She left it in the water to swim around while Mark was doing something, getting another fish off the hook or something. And while it was in the water, she said she felt something on her line, and another fish, which he thinks is a grouper, ate the brim. So she caught a fish with a fish. And the other night, on our date night when we were fishing, I caught the most disgusting thing ever. Okay, I hate snakes. Anything, I have goosebumps right now even thinking about it. It gives me just the chills. But it was an eel. And I had to look it up. It's an American eel. And Mark was inside cutting bacon because he didn't think the worms were working good enough. And I'm out there by myself, and I reel it in, and I'm going to see this really slithery thing. Sure enough, it was an eel. And I read that they have poisonous blood. Oh, that's the oven. So I didn't want to, we didn't want to get near it, so we just cut it off and left the hook and line and let it go. But, oh, so gross. Look at the swirl on the side, but on this part, there's not really a swirl. That is very weird to me. I don't know why it's like that. I'm a little bummed. I don't understand why there's swirls on the side, but not really in the soap. I am kind of confused right now. I'm baffled. It smells great.
Ready for bread?
Yep.
How many minutes?
I'd say 5 or 6. We're making spaghetti dinner, so I just decided to cut this real quick before we eat. I like the green. That's a pretty one. Okay, I will start on one more, but just to see if there's any different swirl in there. And that's lots of colors. That is so weird. How weird is that? Almost looks a little muddied, but I don't think I over swirled it. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Oh, I decided to come back real quick. I had this left to cut when I turned the camera off, right? It was like this, and I'm cutting it. Well, I thought, well, if the swirls are here, I'm going to try to cut. So I cut this in half the long way, and then look at the swirl. So like, it depends on how you cut it. I've never had a soap do that when you're just doing like a hanger swirl, how it swirls one way and not the other. I don't know, that's very weird. But I'm cutting these, and these are smaller, so they'll be samples, but you can see the swirls on these. Look at that one. Now I wished I had known that before I cut all the other ones, because these are really swirly. Okay guys, just wanted to show you that. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.